Hey, what up, though? It's your boy, T-Way Sports and Culture, back to put a little game in your brain and showing love to those doing the same. Go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling the content. You feel me? Anyway, so former welterweight boxer Andrien Broner just releases a new interview with Mr. Chef Time TV. I'll go ahead and drop that link in the description section so you guys can take a listen. But it was a really good interview from Andrien Broner. He really gets introspective on this interview and really sits down on a deep line of questioning from Mr. Chef Time, who really holds Andrien Broner's feet to the fire. He asks a lot of questions that Andrien Broner fans have been wanting answers to for a long time. So it was really good to hear Andrien Broner actually sit down and answer these questions, give real answers to those questions. And it was a really good interview. In fact, one of the better interviews that I've heard in quite some time. So they speak on, pivotal parts of Andrien Broner's career, in particular, his 4 losses to Manny Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia, Shawn Porter, and Marcos Maidana, which he kind of just explains how he wasn't prepared for those fights and, how a lot of those fights were winnable. He in particularly speaks about the fight with Shawn Porter, stating that he was in a really bad place when he was fighting Shawn Porter, doing a lot of clubbing. In fact, he and Chris Brown were having drinking contests during this time, apparently. But it was really good to hear Andrien Broner kind of get candid with these questions. And just a really good line of questioning from Mr. Chef Time. But there was one question in particular during this interview that made me think that it's just one part of Andrien Broner's life that he's not being 100% real with. And Mr. Chef Time asked him directly, was he an alcoholic? And Andrien Broner was kind of on the fence. He kind of stated that, once he does drink, he's fully in it to get drunk, and how he'll go on these drinking binges for months at a time. And when he's not drinking, he's completely sober and he'll take months off from drinking. So it was just a really good question to ask and, kind of see where Andrien Broner's mind is at. But in my opinion, he's still a little delusional in that point of his life. I just really hope that he gets, some realistic, feedback regarding that point of his life. But anyways, I want you guys to listen to this part of the interview and we'll get back into it.
When I post this to the internet, but I'm willing to take whatever I can take. Obviously, you chose to do an interview. You did show up intoxicated, obviously. You chose to be recorded. They put the video out there, which leads people to judge and also me to ask questions. Are you okay with talking about that?
Hell yeah, come on.
For sure. Who in the hell signed off on you going to that interview intoxicated?
Man, me.
You. A lot of us believe you were done drinking.
Yeah, that's how it be sometimes. You be done and then you go back. It's just like you say. You
Relationships.
Ain't gonna fuck no more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you find yourself at 2 in the morning calling our phone.
Do you ever read the comments on any of the videos online, like on YouTube, Instagram?
Nah.
Bro, you have a lot of people behind you. A lot of people that want to see you do well, including myself. You genuinely hurt a lot of people when you showed up at the interview drunk. Obviously, some people thought it was funny, but for the vast majority, like myself, bro, that shit hurt a lot of us.
Yeah, I was going through my girl. I was in.
When last time you had a drink?
I don't know. You wanna go get one?
No.
Don't invite me to a good time.
Would you consider yourself as an alcoholic?
No. When I do drink, I drink to get drunk. I don't know how to just, drink a little bit. I think it's just a boxer thing. It's either we either gonna go all the way, just go through with it, or we're just not gonna do it. For me, like if I'm not drinking, I just won't drink for 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months. But if I do drink, I'm gonna get drunk.
So you're able to turn it on and turn it off?
Yeah.
I really hope you get it together. It seems like you got it together now, and I really hope you really show us what you got in the upcoming months. Just know that we tired, bro. Like, we tired of defending you and you proving us wrong, man.
So, as you can see here, Andrien Broner is still in denial about his alcoholism. And that's really sad to see. He was really candid and, open about a lot of the questioning in the interview. But this part, he still seems to be in denial. He just needs to get into the acceptance phase so that he can accept the help and, get a team around him that's going to help him through this journey. Get him in the rehab and get him the help that he needs. Andrien Broner still has a name out here. He's built the name, so he can still get into some fights where he can get a good payday. He just has to get himself on track. I know, there's been talks about Andrien Broner fighting Regis Prograis. And, at sometime in 2024, I know that this was, they were having talks about that before the Devin Haney and Regis Prograis fight that was just made official. But, Andrien Broner's name is still in the mix. So, once he's able to get past, this denial portion and get into acceptance, man, I'm really hoping that Andrien Broner can get back on the right path and, maybe have a second or third run at this thing, man. So, and it's just weird to see Andrien Broner, so calm in this interview. I'm just used to seeing him lit and turned up during every interview, but he was really calm and laid back, during this interview. And I'm no psychiatrist or anything like that, but, I do have friends that suffer from bipolarism. And to me, in my opinion, Andrien Broner kind of displays certain characteristics of bipolarism. I don't want to go and diagnose him or anything like that, but, if he is dealing with any of those type of issues, along with alcoholism, it could just, be a really, really tough battle for him. So really wishing the best for Andrien Broner. Hoping he gets everything together. But yeah, man, it's a really good interview. You guys go ahead and check that out from Mr. Chef Time. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about Andrien Broner's alcoholism. Is it time for him to accept what's going on? Just jump in the comments. Let's talk, and I'll holla.